Secretariat, can we do the roll call?
Good afternoon, Attorney Frank. Good afternoon, everyone. This BAC Charlie meeting is being streamed online through the CAAP YouTube account. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Our presiding officer, Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura, is online. Lieutenant Colonel Valentino Janela.
Present online.
Good afternoon, sir. Miss Jocelyn Ching.
Present online. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Miss Amneris Gabriel.
Good afternoon, present.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Miss Diana Ines Briñas.
Present online.
And our end user from the ADMS, Architect Emerson Salas. For the BAC Technical Working Group, our head, Attorney Frank Edward Marty.
Present online.
Attorney Edelisa Irugin.
Present.
Engineer Hubert Damatak. Engineer Joferan Joseph Torrefranca.
Present. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Engineer Michael Macabenta. Engineer Lolita Hubay.
Present online.
Good afternoon, ma'am. And Miss Maria Cristina Balonon.
Present online.
Good afternoon, ma'am. For the BAC Secretariat, our overall head, Dr. Rolly Bayaban, Irish Presyon, Attorney Bo Masiglat, Engineer Sonny Villabert, Mr. Thomas Duc Santos, our minutes taker for today's meeting, Miss Sandra Serdan, Miss Ana Torrefranca, and also sir, in attendance in today's meeting, our are the other members of the BAC Secretariat and our observers from the DOTR, COA, IES, and the Procurement Division. We also sent our invitation letters to PCCI and ASFI. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Secretariat. Good afternoon again, everyone. Let us now proceed to the next agenda for this afternoon's meeting, the pre-procurement conference for the following project. First is for the Laoag International Airport Development Project, calendar year 2021. This is for runway strip grade correction with provision of strip end and VESA, expansion of turnaround pad, construction of access road, grouted reprop, slope protection, and proposed access road provision of double barrel RCPC and manhole, concreting of additional VPA and exit road with additional lighting system, drainage system, and VPA, and construction of perimeter security fence and frangible fence. A DOTR downloaded project amounting to 124,947,650 pesos and 99 centavos. Do we have the ADMS end user to present, please?
Sir, we were recently informed that they are having hard time connecting, sir. They are not yet in the room.
Can we coordinate with the presenters?
Yes, sir, we will, sir.
Okay. Are they already in the room?
Not yet, sir. Yun.
ADMS end user to Zane Gregorio. Will you be the one to present, ma'am?
Attorney Frank, we were informed that our end user from the ADMS is having a weak internet connection. They are still connecting, sir. I think Miss Suzanne Gregorio is our end user. However, they're just having a hard time connecting.
Good afternoon po. This is
Good
Karil from ABS,
Yes, Ma'am Karil.
presenting the Laoag Airport Development Project for pre-procurement.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead, Miss Karil.
Share. Tanongin mo ko nakita na. Pag... Ay,
Okay na kayo?
iyan naman. Tanongin mo nakita na.
Excuse me po, nakikita niyo po yung screen ko?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, sir. The ADMS would like to present one of the DOTR projects for pre-procurement. For the pre-procurement of Laoag International Airport Development Project, CY 2021, the scope of the project includes the runway strip grade correction with provision of strip end and RESA, expansion of turnaround pad, construction of access road, grouted riprap slope protection at the proposed access road, provision of double barrel RCPC and manhole, concreting of additional VPA and exit road with additional lighting system, drainage system at VPA, and the construction of perimeter fence and frangible fence. Before I proceed to the presentation of bidding documents, may I first present the approved plans for the said project. For the site development plan at the airside area, we have the runway strip grade correction, the expansion of turnaround pad, the provision of RESA, the construction of perimeter fence, the construction of access road with grouted slope protection, the runway strip grade correction, the provision of double barrel RCPs and manhole, next is the enlarged plan for the said scope of work. We have the expansion of turnaround pad with dimension of 7,688 square meter, the provision of RESA with dimension of 90 meters by 90 meters, the provision of strip end with dimension of 60 meters by 45 meters, the construction of frangible fence at the approach area with the dimension of 102 linear meter, the construction of perimeter security fence at the side of the runway strip grade with dimension of 240 linear meter. Next is the enlarged plan for the construction of access road and the provision of double barrel and manhole. Next is the enlarged plan for the site development at landside area which scope of work includes the concreting of additional VPA or vehicular parking area. Next is the enlarged plan for the drainage system at the proposed VPA. Next is the elevation of the proposed frangible fence and the security fence. Next is the blocking and paving layout done for the access road. And proceeding to the bidding documents. For the Laoag International Airport Development Project, the approved budget for the contract is 124,947,650 pesos and 99 centavos. Prospective bidders should possess the following technical personnel, the equipment, and applicable license of medium A, license category B for road, highway pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structures, and bridges. Duration for the said project is 360 calendar days, inclusive of 21 rainy unworkable days. The bidding documents will cost 56,000 pesos, inclusive of 12% VAT. For the bid data sheet, under ITB Clause 3.0, Certificate of Site Inspection, duly signed by Mr. Ronald V. Estabilio, Civil Aviation Area Manager, Area 1, or his duly authorized representative, is required to be submitted. Together with the attachment, a copy of company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook, and picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the area manager or airport manager or his duly authorized representative. Under ITB Clause 5.2, the bidder must have an experience of having completed a single largest completed contract, SLCC, that is similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. For this purpose, similar contracts to the project refers to contracts which have the same major categories of work, which shall be, for category 1, we have the upgrading, improvement, rehabilitation, construction of unpaved road and or earthworks with ABC of 74,281,498.53 centavos. And for category 2, concreting of roads or other horizontal structures with ABC of 36,339,442.15 centavos. Under ITB Clause 10.4, the key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set below. For key personnel, we have project civil engineer, geodetic engineer, materials engineer, construction foreman, and safety and health officer with general experience of 5 years in general engineering and relevant experience of 3 years in upgrading, improvement, rehabilitation, construction of unpaved road or earthworks, concreting of roads or other horizontal structures. For ITB Clause 10.5, the minimum major requirement as shown. Next is the scope of work. For the scope of work, we have the SPL1, mobilization and demobilization. We have the runway strip grade correction with provision of strip end and RESA. Under this item, we have clearing and grabbing, which covers from station -0 plus 156.95 to station 0 plus 760 and station 1 plus 540 to station 2 plus 865. We have the excavation with the same station, the embankment, the aggregate sub-base course. Next is the expansion of turnaround pad, which covers aggregate sub-base course, aggregate base course, the Portland cement concrete pavement. And next is the construction of access road, which covers excavation, embankment, aggregate sub-base course, and Portland cement concrete pavement. Another is the grouted riprap slope protection at the proposed access road, which covers from station 0 plus 60 to station 0 plus 160. Next is the provision of double barrel RCPC and manhole with a total length of 421 linear meter of double barrel RCPC and 29 units of manhole. Another is the concreting of additional vehicular parking area, which includes excavation, embankment, aggregate sub-base course, and Portland cement concrete pavement. The drainage system at VPA, we have site works, civil structural works, and the provision of reinforced concrete pipe culvert. Next is the lighting system at the proposed VPA, which includes site works, civil structural works, electrical works, which includes 24 sets of street light, solar LED street light, and the miscellaneous works at VPA. We have site works, civil structural works, painting works, next is the construction of frangible fence with a total length of 102 meters with 17 bays at 6 meters per bay. We have the site works, the civil structural works, and the steel works with a total length of 900 linear meter. Next is the construction of perimeter security fence with a total length of 280 meter, which covers 140 bays at 2 meters per bay. And lastly, the temporary facilities, which includes staff house and service vehicle. Next is the run-through for the checklist of technical and financial documents. We have the technical component, the Class A component, the legal documents, the technical documents, and for financial documents, we have the Class B documents, another is the financial component envelope. That's all, sir. The ADMS would like to recommend this project for posting.
Hi, Attorney Frank. I'm here already. Thank you for taking over. Sige, this is just to clarify. This is Pre-proc, tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, this is for posting. Sige, at this juncture, we open the floor for our members and the TWG and Secretariat if there's any comments on what was presented, particularly for the forms required. I remember, Attorney Frank, we had an issue last time regarding the the phrasing that we use in the bid bulletin pertaining to the number of copies. Maybe we can correct that.
Yes, sir.
Uminit ulo ko nun eh.
Yeah. We can actually go, sir, into the
Can we
progress.
flash that, please?
And also, sir, dun sa logbook siguro, sir, kasi yung
Yes, the logbook issue.
kasi sa logbook walang nakalagay dun na entry.
Parang lumalabas kahit anong logbook ipakita mo, complied ka eh, di ba?
That's
Kahit
correct.
hindi logbook ng CAAP.
Nakalagay naman dun, sir, CAAP logbook, pero
walang requirement
nakalagay.
na naka-sign ka or nakapangalan ka,
That's
which
correct,
defeats
sir.
the purpose. Sige, correct na natin. Let's make this a template for all succeeding pre-procurements and for bid documents.
I think, sir, that is for item 3.0, sir. BDS 3.0 for the logbook. ADMS, I think it's in item, 3.0, copy of the airport or visitors facility. Can you zoom in a little bit? Kasi medyo, yun. Copy of the airport or facility, visitors logbook. Siguro we can add na lang siguro dyan yung phrase na with an entry of name of the person who conducted the site inspection. And then, who conducted site inspection? Okay, and then dun sa siguro sa yung sa pagination, dun sa mga number of copies, that's ITB clause, I think 10.1, that's ITB 16, item 16. Ayun. Miss Caril, hindi naman na nakalagay dito sa bid docs yung 10 envelope system, no? Wala na yung illustration.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you flash it still? Pinabasa ko, sorry. So before, sa number 2, we don't have the second line that says bids not complying with the above instruction shall be automatically disqualified.
Wala, sir. Yung bids not complying, sir, nasa number 1 yan siya.
Bakit? This is what brought about the confusion eh. And ginagamit nilang ground na dahil nagsubmit ng dalawa, DQ na, which doesn't make any sense.
I think, sir, if I may suggest, sir, ilipat lang tong bids not complying with above instructions dito sa
Number 1.
instead of like covering, I mean, nandito sa item number 2. Kasi it's really more on like sa pagination naman at saka dun sa initial, yung sa initials ng or signature in each page.
Yeah. Actually, dahil tinanggal sa number 1, mas naging lenient in the first part tuloy. Which
Yeah.
is contradicting to what we're trying to say. Dapat strict yung number 1. Yung number 2, strict din yan. Kasi pag di sila nag-comply dyan, hindi sila nag-submit.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Palipat na lang sa number 1 yan.
Through the chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Opo. Sir, meron akong na-observe last time dun sa nag-i-initial kami. Pagka ba halimbawa yung page na yun, nandun na yung pirma, halimbawa sworn statement niya, nandun na yung signature, hindi na siya kailangan mag-initial ba dun sa page na yun?
If I may respond to that, sir.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Ma'am Joyce, kailangan po ng ano pa rin, ma'am, signature doon sa yung page mismo, ma'am, kasi yung purpose lang ng initials lang po or signature doon sa page na yon, just to make sure na yun yung same document na para maiwasan yung mapalitan or something. Kasi pwede namang mapalitan pa rin siya, nandun pa rin yung signature na sinasabi niyo pong halimbawa yung document na yun meron siyang pirma. Iba pa dapat to yung signature sa pagination.
Yes, tama. Yun din ang alam ko. Pero kasi na-observe ko na meron ako, tinitingnan ko walang initial yung page na yun dahil kasi siya rin kasi nga yung nakapirma na dun sa copy nung ano. Yun lang, sir. Thank you. Na-observe ko lang po. Thank you.
All right. Are there any more comments or suggestions for revisions? How about the technical aspect of the presentation? Meron po ba? If there's none, maybe we can let's go to the recommendation. So the recommendation is for posting. If there's none, maybe we can have a motion, please. Thank you.
Yes, to the chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I move for the posting of the procurement of Laoag International Airport Development Project for CY 2021 for the runway strip grade correction and with provisions of strip end and RESA, expansion of turnaround pad, construction of access road, grouted rip rock, slope protection, at proposed access road, provision of double barrel, RCPCN manhole, concreting of additional VPA and exit road with additional lighting system, drainage system, at VPA and construction of perimeter security fence and frangible fence, as recommended by the TWG.
Ang haba ng title.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Sige, ma'am. Hindi mo na ulit yung title, Ma'am Bani.
Bye.
All right. There being a motion, duly seconded. As recommended, let this project, Laoag International Airport Development Project, year 2021, as discussed, be accordingly posted. And you, sir, kindly coordinate with the Secretariat for the necessary documentation and have this posted immediately. Thank you.
Noted, sir. Thank you.
Sige, we'll move forward to the next item, which is the pre-procurement conference for General Santos Airport Development Project, CY 2021. Completion of expansion and rehabilitation of existing PTB and construction of other airport facilities amounting to 96,100,840 pesos and 44 cents an ADMS DOT or downloaded project. Who will be presenting this? From
Ms.
the end
Karen
user?
Aponda from the EDMS, sir.
All right, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you confirm po if you already see the presentation on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Today's the pre-procurement of General Santos Airport Development Project, CY 2021, with project description of completion of expansion and rehabilitation of existing passenger terminal building and construction of other airport facilities. For the source of fund, under GAA CY 2021 build or downloaded project, with an approved budget of 96,100,840 and 44 centavos. For the minimum technical personnel requirement, the prospective leaders must have the project civil engineer, geodetic engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, one architect, and construction safety and health officers. For the list of minimum major equipment, for this project, the required pickup license is Medium A license category B for building and industrial plant, and Small B license category C and D for road, highway pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structures, and bridges. The project has a duration of 420 calendar days, inclusive of 31 draining and workable days. The applicable fee for the bidding documents is 56,000, inclusive of 12% fee. For the ITB Clause 3, the Certificate of Site Inspection must be duly signed by Mr. Joel V. Gavina, Airport Manager of General Santos Airport, or his duly authorized representative. The prospective bidders must also attach the three required documents. The A is a copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, the copy of the airport visitor's logbook with the entry of the name who conducted the site inspection, and the picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative. Bids not complying with the above instruction shall be disqualified. Shown on your screen is the sample certificate of site inspection, the company ID, and the airport logbook. For ITV Plus 5.2, the bidder must have an experience of having completed a single largest completed contract, SLCC, that is similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. For this purpose, contracts similar to the project refer to contracts which have the same major categories of work, which shall be for category building construction, improvement, and rehabilitation and repair, with EDC of 76,923,662.11. And for category concreting, asphalting of roads and other horizontal structures,